friends, it's Nancy, and I know I said that there wasn't going to be any more Christmas journals in 2022. Clearly that was an error. So here I have my grumpy, grungy, grubby St. Nick journal that I've been working on. I made this spine myself. It's a 2-inch spine, and I've got it closed with some creamy colored sari silk, and it needs help because it is full, is packed full. The overall dimensions here are about 6 inches by 8 1/4. Let me just tilt it so that there's not as much glare, so you can see the actual color. The back is just plain. So you have been watching me work on this the last couple of weeks, and some of the things you're going to recognize, some of the things you're going to go, what? Where'd that come from, Nance? And I'll tell you, you're going to actually see the making of some of the ephemera in here over the next week. I have recorded a video for every day that I'm on vacation. They're all to do with making ephemera, so I hope you enjoy this this vacation series. So this is a hidden hollowback spine. There is 9 signatures in here, and I am pretty pleased with what I came up with for the inside pages. I was stumped for about a day and a half, and then I got some inspiration. So what I did was I took 2 pieces of matching scrapbook paper, or not matching, but identical scrapbook paper. And remember back in the 80s when toll art was popular, and you would just, cut all these pieces and layer them up on top. So that's what I did. So I didn't need to, fussy cut around all these leaves. I just layered it up on top of the picture. Same here with this tuck. This will be one of the videos that you see. I made some elements using this Tim Holtz frame that embosses and cuts. In this particular tag, I used a ready-made tag, covered it in, not sure if you can see, but it's covered in netting, and layered up some music page. So Santa just gonna go right in there. Here's our first page. You'll probably recognize this. This was a genuine trade card, and I just made this collage, and there's space on the back for writing, and it just goes up inside this little tuck spot. Here I did a little bit of stenciling, and this page is actually a December 1929. Bring that a little closer so you can see that. And it includes December 21st all the way to the 25th. There's Christmas Day there. I just pulled this tag off in a little clip so that you could see that. So this is also a piece that you have seen me make if you're a regular follower of my channel, and I think she's probably the prettiest piece I've made this season. And I've just taken an old paper clip, put a little hunk of tatting on it, and attached her like that. I am really pleased with how this experiment turned out. So this was where I took scraps of lace, layered them up, stitched them down, added some embellishment. This one I put an applique on, and the applique has sequins and pearls. You might remember seeing me do this one. So this was a cuff The buttons are on this side. There's the buttonholes on that side. And in here, I've taken a letter from 1919, turn it over, and you'll get a surprise. So this has a place where you can put little notes. There's space there for journaling on. And inside this little organza bag is a reproduction card. It just tucks right back up in there. I think I did a video of this. I can't remember. On this side of the antique cuff, I've got this journaling card that I made a couple of years ago. So I used this diary page from 1967. This is an authentic mending yard card. I just added a little bulb, wrapped the card in some eyelet lace, added this little bulb pin with a star-shaped bead. I used a little snap set to attach this little image to the card. This side I just tucked a coffee dyed sheet of note paper. On this side I added this little silver ornament to the lace collage on the edge. This is from a calendar from 1948. And this says the Ice Storm, Victoria Park, Kitchener. So this is very close to my home. We're definitely within walking distance of Victoria Park. And this, I did do a video for this side tuck, so that will be upcoming. Again, I just tucked a little piece of this tea-dyed note paper. A little collage here. Fix this little hole, not a hole, a tear, using some alcohol inked tape to make it look like yellowed cellophane tape. I stitched on this little trim from some antique piece of clothing. I made this a couple of weeks ago in a video. So that's Salvation Army founder's daughter, I believe. And this was packaging from the Kathy Holden Elements die cuts that I received as a gift, and I made this into a postcard. Here's a little lace flip with a vintage Christmas card. You can open this up by cutting that top. It has extra journaling room. You can glue the bottom so that it's a tuck spot. This one I sewed on some shiny red beads. This flip out I made a couple of years ago, and it's an authentic photo of these ladies on skates on a vintage bingo card. There's room to journal on the back. There's the rest of that Christmas card. And on the other side, I've done a little collage here and some buttons with some red thread through them. On this collaged edge, I just stitched on some gold beads. This one has an upcoming video, so it's a page. It's an edge for a page. But it has magnets in it, so you can attach it to the edge and the magnet holds it in place. Made this little lace decorated card. Has some authentic invoice underneath it. This lace pocket, and I love this lace, it's gorgeous, has an antique postcard in it. I believe this one says 1908. Here we have a picture from a book about, it was Botanical Book, so this is mistletoe. This ledger page, I backed it with a typed letter on onion skin. I glued it down so the type was backwards, was upside down. Just because this was so raggedy, I wanted to reinforce it so it didn't fall apart. And I stenciled on some poinsettias. This little thing, and yes, there's a journal or video coming for this one. So it's this little banner. Open it up and it has some space for journaling. And on each side we've got a collage of lace and a Tim Holtz girl. And this could stick on there with, it's just over the page. It would stay there. But I've opted to add some antique lace trim and this rusty clip to hold it in place. This is one of the cutest pages ever, I think. So I fussy cut this out of a book. It looks like a child's trying to turn the page to see what's coming next. Added some paper doily, lace cluster, and just some paper, tea-dyed paper inside the pocket. This lace collage has this bead, this little crystal bead dangling from the bottom. Here, this comes out of an old atlas, and I found this little piece here. I think this is a Tim Holtz piece of Santa with his sleigh, and this is the North Pole up here. So he's flying around the North Pole. On this side of the ledger, I added some paper doily, some music paper, and fold it over that corner again. This will have a video upcoming this week. It flips open. There's several sheets of tea-dyed paper in there that you can use for writing lists or journaling memories. And that just fits right in that pocket. This one's cute too. I think I made this little tag on a Tuesday. I just clipped it on there for decoration. There's a little bead charm here, and on the back there's a little gold star. This page, I took an image from a book, backed it in some vintage lined paper. There's the image itself. And then I've just added some different papers. I don't know what that is. Onion skin, maybe? There's some lace. I used a vintage gift tag there. This came out of an old journal, or not journal, ledger. You can see there's some ledgers that was, stuck against it. Made this little collaged area by inking through a stencil and fussy cutting this little picture. This one I'm pretty proud of too. It has some gathered fabric. I've got these 3 little flowers, some pearls, and you can see that this plastic, this acetate behind her, is embossed with snowflakes, some different papers, and some tatting. It pulls out, so you can use this page for journaling or putting pictures or whatever. There's some gorgeous old lace there, and this also opens up for more journaling space. On the back, this pocket was made was made from a vintage doily. And I've got this Santa Claus tag that I made. This will be coming up in a video. And it's got tea-dye paper on the back for journaling. This one, I used some rose gold beads just to add a little glimmer and shine. This page, this came from a 1920s British women's magazine. So this is a Christmas cake, and it was so 1920s, like it's almost 100 years, right? I don't think it was like early 20s, but definitely in the 20s. So here's the McDougall self-raising flour, and has all the recipes that you need for your Christmas cake. Mince meat and mince pies, and there's the other side of it, recipe for Christmas cake. Here's the other half of that doily, and inside is a tag that I made with a vintage envelope, picture cut from a book, and some lace. There's journaling space on the back. Here on this lace pocket is an antique Christmas postcard from 1924. So it's only 98 years old. Oh, and it's today, the 18th. I don't have very many in my collection that have Santa Claus on them, so I hoard those ones, but Santa went into this one. This is a ledger from, I want to say, the 19-teens. Oh yeah, 1914. Made this little lace pocket with this photo and some collaged lace. And inside I made this little embellishment. So it's a crocheted snowflake, and just made this topper for it. There is a video on this coming this week. Here's some more lace, and you can see this is the first one I did that has the pearls along the edge. Again, from the 1920s magazine. Has this beautiful picture, and on the back is an advertisement for Cadbury's King Edward chocolates. I made this little circle tag. I think it was on a Tuesday. I think it was a Take Out the Trash Tuesday. Just put a little piece of note paper in there. It's the back of that ledger. This is from a music page. And this is an antique postcard. It says 1913. It just tucks right up there. On this lace collage, I've got this little gold bead down here. Add a little sparkle. I made this tuck spot out of a paper bag. Here's one tag. This is an antique postcard. It says Merry Christmas, 1913. I like this. This is a genuine photo of a kid with a snow shovel. This is a little card, a Happy New Year card from 2022. This is a photo I made into a postcard. Pretty full. And last but not least, on our back, again I used that toll method so that I wouldn't have to cut out absolutely everything. And I thought this was cute. It looks like, you know, she's in a garden. She's in a garden of poinsettias. Cute. And that is 1917. Yep, December 19th, 1917. So, lots of genuine ephemera, lots of lace. Oh my gosh, so much lace. If you're seeing this video, this journal is for sale. It's in my Etsy shop. Go over, take a look, see if this is something you want to pick up for yourself as a Christmas treat, or something you want to save your Christmas memories in. It does say Christmas stories. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll enjoy the next week of videos showing how I made, oh, I got the hiccups. I just went out for breakfast with my kids. I hope you enjoyed the week of videos coming up, showing how to make some of the ephemera that's in here. And if you haven't been following along with this series, you can go back while you're enjoying some Christmas downtime and take a look at how I created some of the elements and pages in this journal. So thank you so much for joining me. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.